Anyway, the comparison to Joe Rogan is, I think, fair, because it's like a person that is kind of quote unquote intellectually curious, again, I said a debate about, but also veers right, and accepts a certain orthodoxy. But there's like, it was strange. So I only listened to one episode of this podcast. All the podcasts have titles. What's the story with coronavirus, Luke? What's the story with reopening the country, Lorcan? Lovely, these names, by the way. What's the story with travel arrangements, Connor? What's the story with being a TV presenter, Ryan? So she has Ryan Tuberty on. Yeah.
How does she get these people?
Yeah, and then it gets weirder. She goes, what's it like to be a child actor, Nate Richard, who famously played Harvey Kinkle on Sabrina the Teenage Witch? I found that so bizarre. I was like, what the fuck is happening there? What's the story, folks? Stefanie Preissner answers your questions. Shows we know she does IGTV to talk to fucking 18-year-olds about how Roger O'Gorman just had to close the records on the mother and baby homes, or seal the records. Because of advice from the Attorney General, which we now know isn't fucking true. So, great. What's going on with the Irish government? Gavin, blah, blah, blah. It keeps going. But then the bulk of the politics people that she has on, here's one you might find interesting. 11th of August 2020. What's the story with being Taoiseach? Micheál. She has fucking Micheál Martin on to talk to him about it. And then, what's the story with being Minister for Finance? Pascal. Has Pascal Donoghue on. And then here's the one episode that I'll continue with the other. What's the story?
I don't know. It's just that it's such a bad choice. Just to be like, well, I guess I need to know what it's like to be this, what this role is supposed to do. Because that's really what it's down to. It's like, it's not what is it like to be that person. I think she's sort of trying to say like, what function is this supposed to have? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if Pascal O'Donoghue was like, it's so hard, I get shouted at all the time, and it's the food's really bad and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
That wouldn't really be answering the question. So like, she's essentially trying to educate people as to the role.
Yeah.
And just getting the guy himself to define his own role is just not, it's not the best way to do it. It's not even a good way to do it,
Become a patron at patreon.com/Celtic Ligers for more.